This thing is launched live, baby. On deck.
Good experience. Their heads are right. They've been in the weight room. Anything is possible pretty much this year.
And now,
we're focusing on one game at a time, just focusing on making sure we execute every play, every moment.
The Austin High Maroon On Deck Show.
Players, my teammates, we developed a really good relationship over the season.
Brought to you by Plains Capital, Nance Orthodontic, Mark Hart Architecture, by
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. David Roy, James Scott here in the broadcast booth as the Maroons of Austin High get set to take on Del Valle. Maybe having some little lagging issues, some stream issues. We've alternated between a couple of hotspots. Blame Del Valle's cell signal, not us.
It's a life relying on cell.
Oh, that's the world we live in.
No T1 line here or anywhere else we play for that matter.
No, we're troubleshooting now as best we can, and so I'll have spots where everything will seem good and then have spots where it will not appear good. We'll see. We'll work through it as best we can. But we will preface everything that way.
Yeah, and David, we have a repeat of Tuesday night's game. This is the away game of the Del Valle series. So Austin High coming in at 3 wins, 10 losses. Del Valle coming in at 3 wins, 7 losses, and 1 tie. Obviously, with Del Valle's win on Tuesday, they're 1-0. Maroons are 0-1 in district. So we certainly need to take this game here tonight.
Oh, we talked about it on Tuesday night, right? And we talked about the significance, not just of the Tuesday night game, but of the series as a whole, how important it was for Austin High from a playoff standpoint to get a sweep in the series, right? If you can sweep Del Valle, how important, how beneficial that would be going into the week and into the rest of district play. Well, you haven't done that, right? You've already started down 0-1, not just in the series, but in district as a whole. So we talked about on Tuesday night, on the flip side of it, how impressive it was for Del Valle to come in to Austin, to Berger, to get a win, to steal a game, essentially, from Austin High. Now we'll see the flip side. Can Austin come on the road and steal a game here at Del Valle tonight?
Yeah, you certainly don't want to go to in district. And, it's a really important game. And, our 9 have to play a better game than their 9 on Tuesday night. We hit the ball well. We just hit it right at them and tipped the hat to Del Valle. They made the plays. I mean, we had 4 or 5 line drives. They just happened to be right at the fielders. They had Del Valle had 6 hits. They just strung, I think, 4 of those hits all into 1 inning and ended up getting their 3 runs. And it was really that top of the third that just did us in. Plus, we didn't get the ball to fall.
Yeah, and we talked about it on Tuesday night, right? The problem, like you said, you're making contact, which is usually a pretty good sign from a batting standpoint and a batting perspective, that there's nothing that the pitcher was throwing that nobody on this team couldn't hit. It's not like you were struggling to make contact like we've seen in some of the tournament play. But the problem of it was every time you made contact, it just wasn't going to the right spot. You just couldn't put the ball in play well enough, and on the few occasions that you could, you just couldn't get on base. You couldn't make anything come of it, as we will pause here for the national anthem.
Austin High, Del Valle, let's play ball.
Let's play ball, and our attention will turn to the Maroons being on the road. Our camera setup tonight will have one behind the plate here for you coming up tonight. It's a little bit tilted for some reason, not sure why. Don't ask me how that happened, but we're a little cockeyed there a little bit.
Maybe that's something we'll get fixed. But right now we're going to fix in on the starting lineup for your Austin High Maroons. So batting first, number 3, center fielder James Scott. Batting second and on the mound, making his first varsity district start off the mound, number 24, Bodie Martiak. Batting third and playing left field, number 7, Drew Anderson. Batting fourth and playing third base, number 2, Javier Godinez. Batting fifth and playing second base, number 6, Patrick Bird. Batting sixth and catching, number 21, Osby Contreras. Batting seventh and playing shortstop, number 12, Logan Kinney. Batting eighth and DHing for the right fielder, number 5, Fletcher Wilson. And batting ninth and playing first base, number 11, Ty Schreiber. So from the top, you've got Scott Martiak. That's like J-Lo or something, I guess. Scott Martiak Anderson, Godinez, Bird, and Contreras. Kinney, Wilson, and Schreiber. Wilson again will be DHing for the right fielder, Dane Calvert.
I think that maybe the bigger story coming up, we talk about this, and we'll talk about it a little bit more when we come up to him a little bit further down. But Logan Kinney, after the shot he took on Tuesday night, and then coming in here tonight still in the starting lineup, still on his feet.
Tough kid. He can get it back.
Exactly.
All right, leading us off, James Scott, 14 games. This is his 14th, 45 plate appearances, hitting .474, 556 on base percentage, 1135 OPS. Well, just a routine ground ball to shortstop. Sarge did a great job trying to distract that throw from second baseman of Del Valle. Threw his arms up in the air and everything he could, just couldn't make it quite happen. Another solid fundamental defensive play by Del Valle. Another first pitch curve, too, so he's definitely pitching them in reverse. Drew Anderson up, senior Drew Anderson, hitting .421 with a .542 on-base percentage and 1121 OPS. This is his 11th game, 25 plate appearances, 19 at-bats, 8 hits, a double, a triple, 4 RBIs, 5 runs scored, and 3 walks for Mr. Anderson.
Two away.
Here
this
you
one
go.
Down the line at third. And Anderson able to round first. This one rolls all the way into the back corner. Anderson going to try and beat the throw to third, and he does.
How about that, Drew Anderson? That's his second triple of the year. Nice job, my man. He pulled that ball right inside of third base line. What a job.
So Javi Godinez comes up to the plate and takes this one outside.
Javier Sr. hitting .281, .410 on base percentage, .973 OPS. Leads the team with 3 triples, has 7 RBIs, 6 runs scored, and 6 walks. This is his 13th game of the season. Sitting on 9 hits. Right now would be a great time to get a 10th.
Would drive in Anderson from third. Wind up. This one lifted and should be easily settled underneath, and it is, and that'll bring us in to the bottom of the first with a runner stranded in scoring position. Still scoreless here from Del Valle. You're watching Maroon Baseball here on the Vipe Live Network. We'll be right back.
My missing teeth were in the front.
I fell off a roof, messed up my teeth.
I would be talking and my tooth would just fall out. That's when I turned to 8118 Dental Professionals.
When I first came in, it was so welcoming.
I just felt a connection, felt like family.
It is worth every penny because you get that peace of mind that everything is okay.
I can't stop smiling.
Why wait?
From implants to full mouth restoration.
Go to 8118dentalimplants.com to see how we can help you smile again.
Welcome back in. David Roy, James Scott here in the broadcast booth.
David Roy, we have Bodie Martiak making his first varsity start and first district start off the mound. He's thrown 1 inning. That 1 inning was against Vandegrift on March the 8th. Gave up 3 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned.
Donovan Douglas.
So sophomore Bodie Martiak on the mound. Steps in Douglas, their center fielder, number 1.
And Martiak high.
Donovan Douglas.
Wind-up pitch.
That Del Valle bench is into the game early.
Well, certainly got to be feeling good after the win on Tuesday and then come in here. Umpire took it off the pad, but that's why he's got it. He's going to walk that off, though, a little bit. Good turnout for it being the first day of spring break.
It is. We got a good turnout on both sides, both Del Valle and here at Austin High. We have a time here for the umpire taking that foul ball, I believe it was.
Took that one off the chest there a little bit. He's got the padding and the protection, but you take one like that, you're still going to feel it a little bit. So he was over here working his arm and feeling himself here.
It's a thankless job being an umpire at any level. They don't pay these guys enough.
And the wind up from Martiak. Working his way in here. Strike two here for Martiak. So a full count. Will this be the payoff pitch? Martiak.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Whoa.
Contreras didn't think that was a ball. It certainly wasn't low. From our viewpoint, the only option is it could have been outside.
That's right.
Just can't tell from this perspective.
And it would have had to be in from our perspective as well, simply just for the sake of movement.
This is Noah Rowland.
This one gets popped up.
Their two-hole hitter, playing second base. And we'll give you Del Valle's lineup after this at bat.
It's a nice perk of having the left-handed pitcher that makes staring down first a little bit easier. You saw it from Martiak, just a quick flick of the wrist and able to get that, although pass ball here. And that allows the runner to advance from first to second. Martiak puts that one in, but looks like low and outside. Bunt sign on. Schreiber being aggressive here. And a throw from Contreras slips past Kenny. Fortunately, Scott is there to back him up. Holds the runner at second. So a 3-1 count here for Bodie Martiak. And the windup and pitch, and that goes for ball 4. Puts a runner at first, and so 2 on, nobody out. And that will give way to Osby Contreras coming out to the mound, have a conversation with Martiak, and get them onto the same page again.
Yeah, and here's the Del Valle starting lineup. So Donovan Douglas, number 1, leading off and playing center field. He's on second base. Batting second, number 17, Noah Rowland. He's at second base. Now he's at first. This 3-hole hitter coming up, Jorge Alvarado. He is their catcher. Hitting in the 4 spot is number 8, Jason Acosta. 5-hole, 21, Adam Banda. And we'll get to the next right after this.
Bunt sign on again. And Martiak puts one upstairs.
6-hole, number 19, Raul Martinez. He is on the mound. High and away on that one. 7-hole, number 25, Chris Gonzalez. Gonzalez at first base. 8-hole hitter, number 7, Brandon Martinez. Martinez is the shortstop. And then finally, number 9, or the 9th-place hitter, number 5, Jeffrey Garcia, and he's the right fielder.
This one skipping. Martiak cannot get there in time.
To the plate.
And so bases loaded for Bodie Martiak early on here. And Coach A going to come out and have a conversation with him.
Yeah, we got to get him settled down. So he's a sophomore. I'm sure he's got a lot of, shall we say, fast heart rate. That one should have been an out. I think Godinez's play was to cover the bag. But in that one, it was hit high, and Martiak couldn't get over there. It's sort of in no man's land. So certainly not a happy Coach A there. We just need to make a play. I would anticipate the infield playing in here, which looks like they are going to do. So very similar to what we were doing on Tuesday. We're going to have infield in to cut off the run at home.
Well, and the other part of it, too, you kind of saw Martiak coming away from that play, head hanging just a little bit, and you certainly don't want so early in this game for Martiak to be lacking in confidence. And Coach A goes out, has a conversation, and it pays off. Comes back with a strike. So an 0-1 count here for Del Valle. Austin still looking for their first out recorded. And Martiak comes back with strike 2. That one gets away from Contreras. Good block by him. The scoreboard has gone dark on us out there in left field. Now they got it back up. Our connection to everything, knock on wood, seems to be in an okay spot. Hopefully it stays that way as Bodie Martiak puts one away. Catch him looking.
That's a big time out right there. That allows Kenny and Bird to move back to normal double play depth.
And Martiak comes back with another strike. Dealing out here off the mound. So a 1-1 count here from Martiak. And the windup. This one lifted. James Scott ranges, makes a grab. That's 2 down. Play at the plate. He's
wow!
out!
Double play. Holy Toledo. Scott to Kenny to Contreras. And Douglas is out and in pain on the tag by Contreras. You couldn't have scripted that better from an Austin High perspective. You're hoping to get a double play, but an 8-6-2 double play, not the conventional.
No.
And we'll see how Douglas is doing here. It looks like maybe a shoulder or elbow.
Well, we'll take a quick break as we reset for the Austin High lineup to return to action here in a moment. You're watching Maroon Baseball here on the Vibe Live Network.
Hi, I'm Jenny Covert. Welcome to Covert Chevrolet in beautiful Bastrop, Texas, where small town values drive big time savings. At Covert Bastrop, we understand what matters to you most. A good deal, great service, and dealing with people you trust. What matters to you matters to us. Rooted in family values since 1909, the Coverts have been serving Central Texas for 6 generations. We want to be your car dealer. Let us prove it. Covert Chevrolet, Highway 71 in Bastrop. Together, let's drive. CovertBastrop.com.
At Horizon Bank, we're from here. With over 100 years of experience serving Central Texas customers and headquartered right here in downtown Austin, we're proud to support our community and the athletes who keep it strong. Stop by any of our Austin and Central Texas locations and see how we can help you meet your goals. We'd love to meet you. Or you can visit us on the web at horizonbank.com. Nance Orthodontics is committed to providing the highest quality orthodontics for the Austin community. Dr. Nance is a board-certified orthodontist and offers Invisalign and braces to create beautiful smiles. Our friendly team is passionate about creating beautiful, life-changing smiles for all ages. With the latest technological advances, patient comfort and happiness are our highest priority. Give us a call for your complimentary consultation today.
Welcome back in, top of the second.
And David Roy, every first pitch from Martinez here has been an off-speed.
This one, Bird pops sky high, and it is dropped.
And he's hustling, and he's going to get to second base.
Yes, he will.
That's why you hustle, ladies and gentlemen. That is a 35-foot major league pop-up that was misplayed by the pitcher. Most likely will go on it as an error because he should have had that. But Bird hustling it out, got to second and is in scoring position for Osby Contreras, who's in hitting .310, 500 on base percentage, a .1017 OPS, leads the team with 6 doubles, 8 RBIs, and 3 runs scored. This is his 13th game played. And another curveball. Another curveball. We haven't picked that up on the bench yet. That every first pitch is an off speed. We've got to be smarter than that. Somebody's going to be helping each other out here.
Wind up and strike 2 here.
We're not keeping track of fastballs versus curveballs here, but I would say he's at least 50-50, if not more, on the off-speed pitch.
Wind up. And that one's a bit upstairs for Osby Contreras.
That's a good eye. Way to stay within the zone.
This one, Contreras lifting back towards the warning track. And
Holy
down here!
Toledo! A big bomb by Osby Contreras. That was a big fly all the way off of his bat. Holy Toledo, Osby Contreras. He gets a little standing O, well deserved.
That'll put the Maroons up 2-0 on the road here in Del Valle thanks to Osby Contreras. That one lifted over the 320-foot left field wall.
That brings up Logan Kinney, standing in, hitting an even 200, 333 on base percentage. 1 RBI, 4 runs scored. This is his 12th game.
Wind up, and this one staying a bit upstairs here for Logan Kinney.
He had one of our 2 hits on Tuesday.
Night.
Yep. That's not the 2 for Tuesday you want. Good eye there on that off-speed pitch.
And he's worked himself up into a very favorable count here, 3-0.
Who takes that one high? Geez, I thought that was a little high, honestly.
I thought it was a bit high. I mean, 3-0 count, you're probably taking all the way unless it's something you absolutely love. And Kenny does there. Got what he loved. Hits this one into the gap, and that'll be a base hit for Logan Kenny to keep this inning going. Austin High still not out. And now it comes Fletcher Wilson.
If you look at our last few hitters, you had Anderson, who tripled down left, Godinez, who I believe popped up. You had Bird, and then Contreras with the big fly, and Kenny. We've been swinging the bat well from Anderson on.
One aboard. And 2 across for the Maroons. Wind up, pitch, Wilson. This one gets lifted and will be snagged out there in center right, and that'll be 1 away and keeps Kenny at first. Your first baseman tonight, Ty Schreiber, now taken to the plate.
Stepping in 2 for 13. This is his 10th game played. For 1. This is his 70th game played at the varsity level.
Line up on your screen there. For those of you at home, tune in, joining us on what has turned into a fantastic and beautiful Friday night.
Especially after being such a hot day, but
I know it.
With hardly any clouds in the sky around us. That hot air is leaving us, thank goodness, and it is a beautiful day to your point.
Ball 2 here for James Scott. Here's the 2-0. This one skipped off the ground in front of the plate, right over to second base. And the throw is in time, and that will retire the side, but not before Osby Contreras lifts the Maroons to a 2-0 lead on a 1 RBI home run thanks to Mr. Osby Contreras. He's had a few doubles this season. Now he adds a home run to the season total, and Bodie Martiak and the Maroon defense looks to go back to work off the mound when we return. You're watching Maroon Baseball here on the Vibe Live Network.
Hi everyone, I'm Gigi for Chuck Nash Chevrolet Buick GMC in San Marcos. We'd like to invite you to shop Chuck Nash, where we combine small-town hospitality with a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Right now, we have over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, and a friendly staff to guide you through your purchase. Stop into Chuck Nash Chevrolet Buick GMC today and experience a new way of buying or selling your next vehicle.
Almost every day, banking touches some aspect of your life, from growing your business, saving for retirement, or planning for future generations of your family. That's why it's so important to pick the right financial partner. The good folks at Plains Capital Bank have deep roots in Austin, serving Central Texas owned and operated businesses for over 20 years, from commercial real estate to managing your wealth. You can find them at plainscapital.com or call them at 457-7500. And when you talk to them, be sure to tell you that my friend Paul said hello, member FDIC.
Welcome back in here, Maroon Baseball on the Vibe Live Network. David Roy, James Scott here in the broadcast booth. And the Maroons give up one here, and that will drop down. And Dane Calvert just can't make the throw in time, and that will bring one aboard.
Textbook definition of a Texas leaguer right there. Just dropped it in behind the second baseman, Bird, and in front of Calvert. Drew did a great job of charging that ball. He almost had a chance to throw him out at first, but wisely chose not to. I said Drew, I meant Dane, sorry. Drew's over there and
Drew's
left.
on the other side.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, Dane.
And this one lifted right to him. Throw to first is in time. 2 away.
Boy, I tell you what, things are going our way so far early. We had the double play to end that bases loaded rally that they had going. Then Contreras' big bomb. And then that play right there, Calvert comes up, makes that play, and then doubles a runner off at first base. So we've got 2 down.
And a 1-1 count. This one swung on and missed.
Looks like we have some catcher's gear that needed to be adjusted to as Bodie Martiak steps to the plate, 0 for 1. He grounded into that double play in the first inning. Another off-speed first pitch, 64 miles an hour in the turf.
You may have seen the stream go down for just a moment, but we had to adjust a little bit because we're having some connection problems. As Mardiak had a good hit on, just better play by the outfield there, and
The plate, number 7, Drew Anderson.
puts one away.
And while we have a second here, shoot us a note if you're listening at ahsmaroonbaseball@gmail.com. ahsmaroonbaseball@gmail.com. And Hayden Holloway, I know you're listening. Let me know. Shoot us a note.
Drew Anderson up here at the plate and takes this one for ball 1.
Anderson had the triple, big triple in the first inning.
Yep, that's right. Unfortunately, the Maroons could not make anything out of it, but not to worry. Top of the second, Osby Contreras takes one to the yard, and that brings himself and his base running mate across. Gives that Maroons that 2-0 lead.
He's been swinging a good bat all year.
This one fouled off by Anderson.
He tagged it, hit it so hard, pulled it foul.
I don't recall us having problems last year when we were out here at Del Valle with our stream, but maybe we did. It's having some technological lagging factors here tonight. Bear with us. We'll keep working through it. The wind-up pitch. Strike 3, Bodie Mardiak.
It's Drew Anderson.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's Drew Anderson. 68. Yeah, 68
got
at the
ahead
knees.
here a little bit. Or behind, I guess I should say, rather, in the lineup.
That's all right. Javi Godinez up, 0 for 1.
Patrick Bird on deck.
Oh.
And he will get his chances. This pitch for Godinez for his second plate appearance of the night gets glanced off him and it puts him on first.
How about a little 2-out rally?
There you go.
Bird stepping in, 0 for 1. I believe he got on in an error, scored a run. He got up on that pop-up is what it was, and hustled all the way to second to put himself into scoring position. Not needed because Contreras took care of that with a 2-run shot. But still a nice job by the Bird in hustling.
Contreras on deck again.
Speed on it first with Godinez there.
Some time here being taken, and that one rolls away. Javi Godinez going to put that speed to use, and will get away over to second. So now, base hit from Patrick Bird will help add to the Maroon lead. Wind up. Godinez on the move. Beats a throw over to third. So Coach A calling for Godinez. And Godinez gets across. Bird takes a strike. And the old
18dentalimplants.com to see how we can help you smile again.
Maroon Baseball is supported by Austin's oldest independently run pharmacy, Terrytown Pharmacy. Founded in 1941, Terrytown Pharmacy has been family-owned and operated since 1950, and the Newberry family is loyal forever. Visit Terrytown for great customer service, incredible gifts, and necessities. If you haven't transferred your prescriptions yet, give them a call. Thank you, Terrytown Pharmacy, for your consistent annual support of Maroon Athletics. Terrytown Pharmacy, online at terrytownpharmacy.com.
Welcome back in here. We hope our stream has stabilized. Everything looks good on our end.
5, Jeffrey Garcia.
As we head into the bottom of the third. And swing and a miss, Bodie Martiak. You know, it's nights like this with all the technical problems. Miss having a Lulu Corn up here producing for us. She keeps us on track. Of course, we're missing the entirety of our Austin High crew.
They decided to take spring break early.
Well, in Ian's case, he wasn't feeling well, so
That's true.
We'll give him, a little bit of slack. I know Maisie had some plans that got extended, so Alita had an appointment. They're busy people. Martiak, I know he started out a little bit rough, bottom of the first, got out of the jam, bases loaded, but his defense certainly helped him, but he has settled in wonderfully since. Just I say that, he works the count up full. Bottom of the third, 3-2 count. Maroons up 2-0. And, wow.
To the plate.
It goes for ball 4 and leads to the walk.
So he's sitting at 35 pitches now. 17 of those are strikes, so he's about 50-50. So he's just working to find his rhythm right now.
Wind up inside and strike one again for Bodie Martiak.
And this is Micah Campos, who's in for Douglas, the center fielder that got out and hurt on the play, the double play in the first inning.
This one very much inside. Force him to have to spin out of the way. Bunt sign on, that one upstairs. Contreras trying to make the throw down the line to first, perhaps a bit dangerously. Patrick Bird was there.
Nice job of Bird keeping that ball in front of him and not letting it get down the line.
Well, because if that one gets by, you're going to have an extra base picked up, no doubt. And like you said, good job by Bird. Able to keep that one in front of him. And swing and a miss. Contreras saw it late. That gets through. And so that will allow for an extra base pick up there.
Almost took out the umpire at second.
That's right. And Contreras calling for Schreiber to come over. And Contreras taking control.
I think he's telling him that nobody told him the guy was going.
Yeah.
Nobody hollered. You got to be loud out there.
Yeah, nobody said. He was really lying into Schreiber a little bit over that. Like, you didn't say anything. So he didn't know. And like we said, Contreras looked like he saw it late. Leads into that. The other part of it that can be helped, and you can chalk it up to youth here, is that strike 3 puts one away. As Martiak really wasn't looking that way too much to try and keep the runner honest.
Yeah, that's a element of the game a lot of people don't realize. They always think the stolen base is on the catcher. It's not really. A lot of the times it's actually on the pitcher and the job they do of holding that runner on. Oh!
That one skips over Patrick Bird, and that will bring one across on the base hit.
A line drive, sinking line drive, hit to the backhand side of Bird. He tried to make a play on it, just couldn't get it done as he was playing up on where the grass would be. So that'll go in as a base hit, certainly, into center. And brings that run home.
He only had the one runner on, so Bird's expecting play at the plate or play at first, and in either case was in an unfortunate position, or maybe the hit from Del Valle took a fortunate bounce for their side, depending on how you want to look at it. They've had to turn the lights on here for us tonight. And there Martiak looks back to first. The 0-1 count. Throw back here to first.
With the wind blowing in now from left to right on your screen.
Martiak put that one in there, and you heard the disappointment from the crowd behind us. Thought that one was in the zone and did not get the strike called. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Contreras saw him, and again, that one comes in a bit late. Bounced off Logan Kenny. Runner advances on the steal.
Well, it's tough. That batter was almost interference with Contreras. Yeah, so Osby had to go around him, and they actually are calling him out for interference and sending the runner back. That's a good call. That's a very good call. I mean, you can clearly see if you rewind the stream here that that hitter was about halfway over home plate.
Yeah.
And he's got to give the catcher the ability to throw right up the chute. This is their third baseman, Acosta, stepping in. So Roland back at first.
And this comes in for ball one.
You know, Marniak's battling out here. It hadn't been the most efficient, but he's giving you everything he's got.
Exactly. You can see why, perhaps out of the bullpen and out of the rotation that you could have had, you got the start. This one rolls up, Schreiber. A little physicality from Ty Schreiber, just physically applying the tag instead of tossing it back to Martiak, but that will retire the side, and the Maroons take a one-run lead into the top of the fourth. When we come back, you're watching Maroon Baseball here on the Vibe Live Network.
Do you need a haircut? A real haircut? One that's tapered or blocked, clipped or trimmed just the way you like it? Come let the licensed barbers at the Sportsman's Barbershop take care of you. The Sportsman's Barbershop is a friendly, no-frills neighborhood barbershop located in Austin's Brykerwood area. Our barbers specialize in traditional haircuts for men and boys, along with beard trims and straight razor shaves. The trophies and mounts donated by customers that line the barbershop walls serve as testaments to over 60 years of serving Austin. Give the guys a call, 512-459-9525 to schedule your appointment today, or look us up online at sportsmansbarbershop.com. The Sportsman's Barbershop, an Austin institution.
Welcome back in Maroon Baseball. You see the numbers here on your screen of how it's been so far. Maroons had a big top of the second inning. They scored 2 thanks to Osby Contreras with a big home run to bring the 2 across. Del Valle answered with a run scored of their own in the bottom of the third. But Austin High, 2 runs scored on 4 hits and an error for Del Valle. And Del Valle a run scored on 2 hits.
Yeah, Contreras, Kenny, and Wilson up here in the top of the 4th. And they're not on the same page, so time is called. That's embarrassing to lead off an inning. That's what you're supposed to do in the dugout in between innings, gentlemen.
In between, and when you get out there to warm back up. And, you know, one of the things that so often that a lot of people don't necessarily consider is the idea of the mental part, the plan. What's the plan going to be off the mound? And this one skips across, and I think it clipped Contreras as they are putting him on. So out goes Contreras, and he will get a courtesy runner.
And Kenny singled in the second inning. You get a name on who's running over there.
I believe it's Shipper out there, Mr. Number 23.
Yep, Landon Shipper. Now we have another meeting at the mound. Boy, 2 meetings in 1 pitch.
I know, that's crazy. Catcher thought he was done, started to pull away, and pitcher called him back. Throw back to first. Talk so much about, you know, the act of the pitching and the mechanics itself, and maybe not necessarily having control. The one thing we don't talk enough about, when we talk about it both from pitching side and the batting aspect of it, is, you know, the plan that you have when you go up there. What's the plan when you know, of attack that you have when you step up to the plate? What's your plan of attack coming off the mound? As this one, a bit off speed, but the throw from behind the plate was a bit high, and that allows
Shipper over there at second. Yeah, that's a great pitch to run on. That's about a 64-mile-an-hour curveball, big hook. So that gave Shipper a couple extra steps right there. Now he's in scoring position for Kenny.
Exactly right. This one down in the dirt.
The scoreboard out there has 1 out, but there is no outs. This is only
no
our
outs.
second
Exactly.
batter of this inning.
They did not change it. They left the out up there from when they came back in. See Shipper out there, a bit of a stare down with the pitcher. 2-1 count.
Yeah, a little game of cat and mouse going on here.
That's exactly right. Kenny takes time.
They've now fixed the outs on the scoreboard, so they finally caught up with that.
We have been correct on our scoreboard here in the bottom left of your screen, as this gets fouled off by Logan Kenny.
Another big hanging curveball. Fouls it off over to Coach A. Coach A showing he's not too old to make a play over there.
I think he's got the cleats on as compared to the tournament when he tried to make a play and nearly slipped and fell on his behind.
That was fantastic. I hope we have a good shot of that. Go in the blooper reel at the end of the year.
2-2 count. And the throw back to first. Or rather to second, excuse me. Been a long week No better way to end it than with some Maroon baseball here tonight. Appreciate everybody tuning in. If you have not already, leave us a like, subscribe. Help us to help bring you better Maroon baseball and better broadcasts, as that one gets left up in the air. And that is one away.
To the plate, number 5, Fletcher Wilson.
Fletcher Wilson flew out in the second inning.
Hit cleanly by Fletcher Wilson, and that one right into the glove of right field. And that keeps Shipper at second.
Real quick, tip of the hat to Jake Beck, making his 4th start for Trinity down in San Antonio. Looks like they're behind 3-0 to Cortland, if I'm looking at this right. But Jake Beck making his, I believe, his 4th start.
There you go.
At Trinity. Of course, he pitched for Austin High Maroons the last 2 years.
Ty Schreiber at the plate now. And he'll foul this one off.
Just a bit out in front.
Out towards the softball field.
That's the way to get their attention, Deuce.
That's a good way to do that. And the 1-2.
By everybody's reaction, that was pretty close, but called a ball.
Here's a 1-1. And this one lifted by Schreiber, and that one's going to hang in the air and drop into the center fielder's glove as he ranges over. So, Maroons leave a runner stranded in scoring position and come out of the 4th, still only holding on by a run. Del Valle returns to the plate, and Bodie Marniak returns to the mound. When we come back, you're watching Maroon Baseball here on the Vibe Live Network.
Real estate companies come and go in Central Texas about as fast as the wildflowers in spring. But when you're looking for a house, you're looking for a place to put down roots, a place to call home for years to come, which means you need a realtor with roots in the community, like Tate Property. Tate Property is a family-owned real estate brokerage located in Terrytown. We grew up here, we live here, and we work here, representing buyers and sellers of Austin's finest luxury homes, investment properties, and farm and ranch retreats. This is our passion. Give Tate Property a call at 512-474-8283. That's 512-474-TATE. Or look up online at tateproperty.com and let us know how we can help you today. Tate Property, exceptional homes, exceptional service.
Welcome back in. Maroon Baseball. David Roy, James Scott here in the broadcast booth with you as always. Although soon enough, from what I'm told, I'm going to have to stop saying that because it will not be always James Scott in the broadcast booth with me.
One day at a time, sir.
Well, we got a long ways to go before we have to start thinking about that, but long way to go.
Never say never.
There's that too. In the meantime, the Maroons, they got a 2-1 lead here on the road in Del Valle, trying to get revenge for Tuesday night. And so we talk about the importance of this game, and it feels so early in the season for it to be a conversation of must-wins. But when you look at the landscape of district and you look at the games in the series yet to be played and yet to come, this game just holds so much importance. This series holds so much importance for the Maroons. As quick time here taken for Bodie Martiak to relace up his cleats.
It's all about the shoes. Remember that commercial from the 80s, if you're old enough? It's all about the shoes.
In his case, does not want any kind of – we talked about the blooper reel for Coach A, right? We don't want any kind of comedic effect here for Bodie Martiak. He's trying to avoid that, as this one just a bit too far inside goes for ball one.
That's his 48th pitch of the night. He's throwing hard.
Comes back with a really nice strike.
You just think before this game he'd thrown a grand total of 1 inning at the varsity level.
Yeah. And he has looked really, really good tonight. Comes back with another strike, and so a 1-2 count from Martiak.
You can understand why Coach A is so high on him.
Mm-hmm. Continues to work him in series like this one here against Del Valle, and swing and a miss.
Yeah, that's a slider, I believe. Slider or curve.
To the plate, number 19.
Lefty on lefty, just got him out in front.
Yeah. Another thing, too, we talk about Martiak, and perhaps a surprise for some. He is a sophomore. Some of the arms that were available coming into tonight. Martinez is one we've talked about, being able to, give you 60 off the mound, because he did it in tournament play.
Sure.
Schreiber, of course, we've talked about over here. Him being over at first. Henry Shooter is a name that, Maroon faithful will know well. And instead, Martiak got the nod, and despite, like we said, bottom of the first, and we have not talked enough about how impressive the bottom of the first was, got himself into a situation with bases loaded. And between him and the rest of the team around him, able to get out of that situation without giving up a run. Though they ultimately would in the bottom of the third, as this gets fouled away. And a 1-2 count here. Martiak continuing to work and work well off the mound. That one just a little bit upstairs, maybe a bit off the plate, 2-2. And this one fouled off again.
It's 2 at-bats in a row that Martinez has gone over to right field. He led off the second inning with a single to right and then got doubled off by Calvert.
2-2 count with one away. Bodie Martiak, the wind-up pitch. And just off the plate. So we've got a full count. Here comes the payoff pitch for Bodie Martiak. And that one is for ball 4, puts a runner on with one away.
To the plate, for 25, Chris Gonzalez.
So Martinez will have a courtesy runner in.
And Coach A looks like he's going to call time and come out and have a conversation with Martiak.
Bringing in a couple of foul balls. That wind is picking up, as you might be able to hear on the microphones.
They got the Jeopardy music for Coach A's conversation. And, of course, you know the words off Marniak's mind are going to be, I'm good, Coach. Just leave me in, man. Let me work. He's going to have a conversation with the rest of the team here. And
he's only given up 2 hits. He's walked 4. He's also struck out 4. And the run that he gave up was not earned.
Oh, and like we said, I mean, Marniak has just really worked well off the mound here tonight.
To the plate, number 25,
looking to continue that here.
Gonzalez.
I think they gave Bird an error on that.
Did they?
Yeah, that's got to get corrected.
I wouldn't have called that an error.
No
that
way.
Skipped straight up over his head. What's he going to do about that?
Yeah. That needs to get fixed, if that's what it is. I don't recall Bird making any other play that would have been an error.
I don't think so. Ball 1 here from Marniak. Comes back with this one, and it's ball 2. Runner on first, 1 away. And a 2-1 count here for Marniak, and he's going to make a quick toss over to first to Schreiber. Talked about keeping the runner honest.
We don't have a view of the Maroon bullpen, but I would anticipate somebody at least getting stretched out, as that falls down, I guess, to 3-0. Gonzalez is ahead, 3-0 in the count. Marniak being behind.
And the 3-0 pitch, he'll find the zone width for strike 1. And that will be ball 4, leads to a walk.
The plate, number 7.
And that'll put a runner in scoring position. And another at first. Bunt sign on. So Schreiber comes down about halfway.
Let's change the baseball. Looks like he wasn't following through on that last pitch. He's kind of staying high.
Sign on, and again, bit upstairs for Marniak, 2-0 count.
That's 3 in a row that's high. I mean, we got to adjust, make the adjustment. It's 3-0 to 2 straight batters as well.
Exactly.
I expect him to take all the way.
And that one's high and away, and Coach A is seeing enough. He's going to load the bases.
To the plate, number 5, Jeffrey Garcia.
And our pitching change here for tonight is...
It might be Carter Hayden.
It is, in fact, Carter Hayden. Number 20, Carter Hayden coming up to the mound.
Yep, so Carter Hayden, this is his 3rd game pitched. He's thrown 5 1/3 innings, faced 21 hitters, thrown 60 pitches. 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned. He's also walked 2, struck out 3. He's got a 1.31 ERA and a 1.13 WHIP, and he's left 5 on. So he has pitched in some early pressure situations early this season, and he's come through. This is a very big pressure situation.
I was going to say, he's walking into quite the pickle here. Bases loaded and only 1 out.
Martiak, we can't close the book on him yet.
No, he is still responsible for the 3 who are on. So all 3 runners are Martiak's. That would count against him should they come across.
So Carter Hayden, another sophomore. So sophomore followed by another sophomore in what is almost a must-win district game so early in the district season.
We talk about pressure, right? And it's interesting because we've mentioned how important this game is, this series as a whole is, how important it is that you split. And it's, I don't know how telling it you would say that it is, how much confidence you would say, or how much lack of confidence, what have you. Certainly it speaks to a high level of confidence, so that in this situation, in this game, Coach A has turned to 2 sophomores. And Carter Hayden comes out with a strike.
Let him off with a curveball.
It certainly speaks volumes as that one gets fouled away, and Carter Hayden comes running down. Good job by Osby Contreras, and a really good job as well by Carter Hayden to come sprinting down the mound to cover the plate.
We turn that recorder on over there.
It is on.
Oh.
Should be on anyways.
Way to go, David
We'll
Roy.
double check it, but should be recording.
Coach A might have some nice things to say about us, if that's
There you
true.
go. There you go. And the 1-2 swung on, missed.
Wow, way to fire Carter Hayden.
Strike 3, 2 away.
Micah Campos.
This is back to the top. Campos entered the game with their center fielder, Douglas, getting injured on the double play in the first inning. Wow, Carter Hayden coming out throwing strikes. Good to see. No place to put anybody, so rock and fire and throw some strikes.
From the windup, this one lines straight over to right field. And that'll score 1 for Del Valle. Just a base hit.
All right, new ball game. That's all right. Let's go get out of it right here. Let's limit this damage. This is Rowland, the second baseman. He's walked and was out in his other at-bat.
This one driven over. Great job by Kenny. Trying to throw from a seated position, and they're going to say it was in time. Wow.
Now that is a stud play right there. Wow. Nice job, Logan Kenny, from his gluteus maximus, making a throw and getting enough on it to get them out at first base.
Oh, there's a meaning about this right now. None of the runners for Del Valle have moved from their position. And now they're having a conversation.
I don't know how you overturn this without replay. certainly not the home plate umpire's call. The first base or the base umpire would have the best view of that, and the Del Valle coach is not happy.
No, he certainly is not.
I got to say, he kind of looks safe to me, but I'm
say,
glad he's
I thought
out.
it was a bit generous of a call on my part, but I wasn't going to say anything and run the risk of jinxing that. So that does it. Austin High, give credit Carter Hayden, and maybe even more credit to Logan Kenny for that throw.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
I mean, it's hell of a play just to make it close. I mean, hey, it goes in as an out, so he made the play, but just to make it close is a great job by Logan Kenny.
From a seated position from his spot, I mean, and that's not an easy throw, especially because the way that's hit and the way Kenny dives, he has to turn and throw across his body all the way back to first and is not able to step into the throw. He has to go all the way back around from a seated position, and to make it as close as it was, to make it the out and make it in time, that's impressive. So when we come back, it's a tied ball game by the Maroons. They're looking to change that. Back to the top of the order when we come back. You're watching Maroon Baseball here on the Vibe Live Network. We'll be right back.
My missing teeth were in the front.
I fell off a roof, messed up my teeth.
I would be talking and my tooth would just fall out. That's when I turned to 8118 Dental Professionals.
When I first came in, it was so welcoming.
I just felt a connection, felt like family.
It is worth every penny because you get that peace of mind that everything is okay.
I can't stop smiling.
Why wait?
From implants to full mouth restoration.
Go to 8118dentalimplants.com to see how we can help you smile again.
Welcome back in. And we open up the top of the fifth with one away.
To the plate, number 20, Carter.
Hayden stepping in. This is his sixth game played. 7 plate appearances, 1 for 6. He's got a run scored and a walk.
And another meeting at the mound between catcher and pitcher.
And quick note out to Jason Martinez and his family. He's at the funeral services for his great-grandmother. Ooh. That was called a strike and not a very generous one, but thoughts and prayers out to the Moreta Martinez family.
Yeah. Ball one here. This one gets fouled away.
So truth be told, was the camera recording?
It was set to record, yes. However, for some reason, I think there may be a problem with your memory card.
Maybe there's no memory in the memory card.
It could be.
That would be a problem.
That would be a big problem. This one gets popped up. And over to our side of things. Fortunately, we have this lovely canopy here, like it's a part soccer stadium. Lovely little awning. And of course, we have a four-legged friend down the row here that has been fielding foul balls, perhaps, on our behalf. Don't know that you're going to get it back or want to throw it, but, you know.
Hey, that's a new version of a spitball.
Play number 7, Drew.
Could give a whole new definition to the term slobberknocker in this context.
That's true. That's true.
Well, it's a 2-2 ball game here.
Drew Anderson stepping in, 1 for 2 on the evening, tripled in the first, struck out looking in the third.
And a 1-0 count here for Drew Anderson. And Anderson, that's a base hit. Able to get it out and away from third base, and that will put one on.
How about Drew Anderson, 2 for 3? Let's go a little 2-out rally. Avi Godinez. Godinez 0 for 1, was hit by the pitch last time up. Got all the way to third, but did not score.
Two away, tied ball game here at 2 in the top of the 5th inning, but a runner on for Austin High. And a swing and a miss here from Javi Godinez. Patrick Bird on deck. And Godinez is going to pop this one up. There will be a play to be made on it, and it will be made at second base. And that will retire the side. So we head into the bottom of the 5th. All still tied, 2 runs apiece. And Carter Hayden goes back to work on the mound when we return. You're watching Maroon Baseball on the Vibe Live Network.
After a tough game on the diamond or a strenuous day on the job, relief from those aches and pains is waiting for you at Somanos. Kiko is a certified flexibility expert and wellness practitioner who provides comprehensive bodywork, mobility coaching, and intentional breath work that allows the body to relax while relieving pain and alleviating injuries. Somanos offers a variety of therapeutic services to fit your needs and not hurt your budget. Relieve pain and increase your quality of life with Somanos. Move better, feel better, live better. 512-800-3064 or online at somanosbody.com. Somanos, proud supporter of Austin High Baseball.
Alvarado.
Welcome back in.
They got Alvarado, Acosta, and most likely Rodriguez up. So this is 3, 4, and 5 for Del Valle. Cardinal, or Cardinals. I think they're the bird, not the color.
There you go.
Yeah.
Cardinals.
Unlike Stanford.
Yep. Bottom of the 5th inning, and Carter Hayden goes back to work. Off the mound and a 1-0 count. Those the stadium lights. The only problem with, our current camera position out here at this field is that it almost look like headlights glaring into the camera as this gets popped back to Hayden, and he will make a quick play at first, and that's one away, able to just make a soft, easy toss to Ty Schreiber.
Play number 8, Jason Acosta.
Acosta stepping in, 0 for 2 on the evening, struck out once. We can close the book on Mardiak. We'll do that after this pitch.
And this one gets chopped back over to short. Kenny fields it. Throw to first is in time, and
nice
that's
play.
2 away.
Yeah, good play by Logan Kenny. All right, Mardiak, 3 1/3 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned. We need to go back and check because that may be 2 runs and 2 earned. Walked 6, struck out 4, threw 67 pitches, 31 of which are strikes.
It's not too bad for your first district debut.
It's harder than people think. You're a sophomore, you're in essence 15-ish, maybe 16, and in essence playing 18U baseball.
Strike 2. We talk about impressive. Carter Hayden looking impressive right here off the mound, too.
Yeah, both of them. I mean, it's almost like skipping 2 years of ball. Getting promoted from rookie ball to AA, something like that.
Carter Hayden, that one just misses for the 1-2 count. And the good news of it is, for Maroons fans watching at home, and for those, of course, in attendance tonight, you're getting a really good first-hand look at the future of this bullpen and of this pitching staff here for the Maroons between Carter Hayden and Bodie Mardiak.
You could say the future's right now.
Exactly.
Ooh.
That one misses as well. Had some that have been close here in this at-bat. See if he could strike him out here with a payoff pitch. Does. Goes down swinging. And that'll retire the side. We head in, top of the 6th, all tied up. 2 runs all. And the Maroons, they start out 2-0 thanks to Osby Contreras sending one over the wall. Now they need some runners again.
Yeah, we got Bird, Contreras, and Kenny coming up.
Pull up that lineup here for you again, get you a look at that. Bird, Contreras, Kenny, of course, Fletcher Wilson, Ty Schreiber. Follow that out. Of course, Dane Calvert listed out there. He's been working off of right field out there. And, of course, you'd work your way back to the top of the order with Scott, Mardiak, Anderson.
Yeah, we got to get some runners.
That's a big thing. Now, the good news is you're coming back into the portion of the lineup that saw Contreras belt one out. Can he do it again here? Of course, I'd settle for, a base hit and then a base hit double from Osby Contreras.
Sure. We just need base runners and run the bases wisely and keep that train a-going.
Well, you're in a pretty good position in the lineup to do that here with Bird, Contreras, and Kenny. We'll see if they can do just that. And, of course, as this lineup sits before you, this is how the lineup opened up the night. We'll see if there are any changes to be had as the night progresses. So far, there have been none. We'll see what the plan is. It does look like we will have a pitching change from Del Valle.
That's Martinez, who was playing shortstop.
And he'll come in and take over at the mound.
Number 6, Patrick Bird.
So Bird stepping in 0 for 2 on the evening. He did get to second base on that error on the pitcher and then scored on Contreras' home run.
He'll set up here to work against Martinez. Here's Bird.
Oh boy, here we go again.
Here we go again.
That's 2 innings in a row. We haven't got our signs and on the same page in between innings.
It's a Del Valle thing, I guess.
Let's go, Bird.
Here's a windup. Strike one. Bird swings and misses.
Way out in front on that curveball.
Well, it was a bit of a unique release from Martinez. And the windup.
Another curve in the dirt this time.
Ball one here.
Get on base, babe.
Here's a 1-1. And that gets fouled away by Patrick Bird.
Yeah, it looks like Del Valle, tip of the hat to them, they are pitching in reverse. So starting off with a bunch of off speed and then coming in with the hard stuff.
The 1-2 count. And that's going to be a called strike 3. And down goes Patrick Bird, and up comes Osby Contreras.
Contreras 1 for 1 with the big 2-run home run, was hit the last time up. So he scored 1 of our 2 runs and driven in on both.
Wind up from Martinez. That's strike 1.
Logan Kinney on deck. Fletcher Wilson in the hole.
The 0-1 count. And that one down the line. They're going to say it stayed fair. And they're going to call that throw in time. Contreras makes 2 away.
Yeah, just notice. How about that blood moon over left field?
There you go. The moon's slowly starting to come into view.
See, this is how we miss our camera crew. If we had them, somebody could pan over.
Somebody could pan over to that.
We miss you guys. All right, Logan Kinney, 1 for 2 on the evening. He singled to center and popped out to the catcher in the 4th inning.
Fletcher Wilson on deck.
All right, Logan, come on, 12.
Here's Martinez. That arm slot of Martinez is, I think, causing some problems on that release.
Well, we've got to adjust because that umpire has consistently been calling that pitch.
Yeah.
He did what any good pitcher would work. He moved a little bit farther outside, and he didn't get the call.
Yep. 1-1 count. And a 2-1 count now. That one misses as well.
Oh, boy. That was looked a little low to me.
That's kind of what I was thinking, but they're going to say that one's strike two. I thought that was.
We're off to the side, so we should have a pretty good view of high-low, not necessarily across the plate.
That one I thought was down below the knees. That one Kenny barely made contact with. And that'll be strike three and retires the side. So we head into the bottom of the sixth. Still all tied up, 2 apiece. And Carter Hayden and the Maroons go back to work. Their mission, keep it that way going in to the top of the seventh. When we come back, you're watching Maroon Baseball here on the Vipe Live Network.
Ready to turn your vision of the perfect space into reality? James Gonin knows that great design is where it all begins. With a passion for creativity and years of experience in both residential and commercial architecture, James knows how to bring your ideas to life. Whether it's your dream home or the next big commercial project, like the new baseball field for Austin High, James Gonin will make your architectural dreams a reality. More info at jamesgonin.com. James Gonin, architect and proud supporter of Austin High baseball.
Welcome back in. David Roy, James Scott here in the broadcast booth. You'll see the numbers here on your screen. 2 runs scored for both teams. Austin High, 5 hits. Del Valle at 6. And the Cardinals have committed an error thus far. As we head into the bottom of the 6th, Carter Hayden comes out, ball 1. That pitched low. Comes across at the ankles. And the windup low again, ball 2. Two-0 count. And he follows it up, tries to make the adjustment. He comes out low, tries to come back. This time it's a bit too high. And a 3-0 count. And he comes back with another low one and will walk. It's the first hitter he has walked
To the plate, number
this
25,
evening.
Chris Gonzalez.
Gonzalez up. Speaking of walking, he walked last time up. He's also the gentleman that flew out into that double play out to right field in Calvert in the 2nd inning. So 0 for 1. We need to entice him with a ground ball. Let's turn it up the middle. Or heck, I'll take it anywhere.
Carter Hayden has thrown 5 straight where he has missed the zone and then finally comes back with one here for strike 1.
Yeah, he's working quick. Sometimes when you get off and you're throwing 4 pitches in a row, maybe it's time to 4 balls in a row. Maybe it's time to take a break.
That one, base hit, gets through the gap between second and first, and a throw from third to second, not quite in time.
Yeah, that was a hit and run. Bird was going over to second to take the tag. That ball was right where Bird would have been. Nice job by Dane Calvert coming up, fielding the ball, and throwing a good line throw to the third baseman and held that runner at second. So force is on everywhere. Nobody out. Runners on first and second.
Coach A calls time here as he will come out to the mound. Talk with Hayden in the defense. And some coaching and some teaching going on here a little bit. And probably a little bit more strategic, though, as well, trying to make sure everybody's on the same page and knows their assignment.
Yeah,
for the situation you're in.
Wouldn't be surprised if they talked over a bunt situation here. You know, we struggled with the bunt play with a runner on second especially if Godinez crashes. So it could have been as easy as, all right, who is covering where, and maybe reminding Hayden that he's got the right side.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, and you saw, we could see it from our point of view. Coach A kind of doing some pointing and, just kind of directing traffic just a little bit. Like you said, could be for the bunt situation, just could be in general.
Yeah, we got a pinch runner in, so strategy and the wheels are turning for both of these coaches.
That's right. This one in the dirt.
Nice job by Contreras keeping that ball in front of him and keeping the runners at their current bases.
1-0 count. There's the bunt, gets laid down. Contreras scooped it up and he lost it. He lost where he had it. Wasn't sure if he had it in the glove or in the hand.
Yeah, it looked like here, as I'm looking on the replay, it kind of spun. It was a cue ball shot. The ball kind of spun out of his glove, and he was trying to get it. That'll go as a hit. But, boy, talking about no place to put them. Bases loaded, nobody out. Infield's coming in. You really need a strikeout or a pop-up right here.
Here we go, Austin. Get ready.
Here's Carter Hayden off the mound.
You got it, Carter.
No outs. It's a situation that Carter Hayden found himself in when he first came into the game tonight. As that one gets through, that's a base hit. One will score. And the throw is not in time. Trying to go back. Not in time. And so two score. Schreiber knew he wasn't going to make the play at the plate, tried to flip it back over to second. It was close and determined the throw was not in time. And so here in the bottom of the sixth, Del Valle scores two.
Yeah, close play over there at second. Good job by Schreiber taking the throw in the cut, deciding not to go home with it, try to get back, get the runner back at second, and it was called safe. More pinch runners here for Del Valle.
Del Valle takes a 4-2 lead.
And we do need an out right here. Do need an out, and he squares the bunt.
And that one is fouled off. They have not updated the scoreboard yet to reflect the two runs that came across for Del Valle. There they finally go. I had to say something, I guess.
Here we go, Austin. Come on, Carter. Oh, yeah.
Strike two, rather, excuse me. There's a bunt sign on, and
Strike two. That's two. One more. Here we go, Austin.
Carter Hayden puts this one in just off the plate. And comes back, strike three. Puts one away with a runner in scoring position, another at first.
Big out. Now the infield can certainly relax a little bit and just focus on getting the two. Still need to make a play. Runners on first and second. But that was a big first out to get.
Swing and a miss. 0-1 count. This one lifted into left. Oh, a little friendly fire out there. And yet it did not matter. The out is recorded.
That was Anderson who made that call.
Drew Anderson waved off James Scott. Scott ducks down. And credit Drew Anderson for holding on and getting upended by James Scott. So a little friendly fire, but it's 2 away. And there's strike one again from Carter Hayden.
Really important to hold them right here. Obviously, we only have 1 at-bat left. We got 3 outs to score 2 runs.
There's strike 2. Drew Anderson out there kind of feeling himself from the tumble he took, kind of messing with his shoulder a little bit and stretching himself out. Gonna be feeling, he's gonna need the ice bath, that's for sure. After that, it's this one. Bird lost it in the glove. Goes to second. There's a bit of a rundown, and Kenny Wisely coming back here to Contreras. There's a throw to Cadenas. They're working the rundown. Kenny got the tag.
That is some crazy baseball. You got an out of an error, nobody hurt, and now we got to go get them Austin High Maroons and get at least 2 to tie.
So as it comes back, the base runner holds at first, but the base runner had left second, thinking that the runner was going to leave third. So they make the throw to second to entice the runner to leave third base, and then they trap him in the rundown and finally record the out, but not before the Maroons give up 2. And we head into the top of the 7th with Fletcher Wilson to lead us off. And the Maroons need an answer. When we return, you're watching Maroon Baseball here on the Vipe Live Network.
My missing teeth were in the front.
I fell off a roof, messed up my teeth.
I would be talking and my tooth would just fall out. That's when I turned to 8118 Dental Professionals.
When I first came in, it was so welcoming.
I just felt a connection, felt like family.
It is worth every penny because you get that peace of mind that everything is okay.
I can't stop smiling.
Why wait?
From implants to full mouth restoration.
Go to 8118dentalimplants.com to see how we can help you smile again.
Welcome back in.
Fletcher Wilson leading us off. We have an 8, 9, and 1. Fletcher's 0 for 2, flown out to right field both times, once in the 2nd and once in the 4th. Maroons need base runners. We need 2 runs to tie, 3 to take the lead.
Top of the 7th, here's Fletcher Wilson. Martinez still working off the mound here, and this misses. So out to go, ball 1. And now a time called taken.
Not sure why Del Valle called time there.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. They were pointing at something. There's strike 1. Because coach came out, was hollering at the umpire. I'm thinking it was something with the scoreboard because the umpire turned around to address him until it got fixed. So the 1-1 count. This one fouled off and into the net. And that's strike 2. Just need to get on base. Time call taken here again by Martinez. It's down low, ball 2. Two count. And there's strike 3. One away.
Yeah, Fletcher got frozen on that curve. Big hook started at him, broke over the plate. Brings up Schreiber. He's 0 for 2 today. Popped out to the catcher and flew out to right field.
One out. 4-2 lead for Del Valle as this one lifted. Will it get lost in the lights? They're trying to track it, and they lost it. Schreiber gets on.
That's the first runner, so that brings up the tying run. James Scott 1 for 3. Singled in the first and grounded out to second in the second and the fifth. Need runners here.
And he will take for ball 1 here.
All right, Sarge. Good 3.
1-0 count. And Martinez throw back to first. Trying to catch Schreiber looking. And the 1-0 off the plate outside, and that's going to bring up 2-0. Time call here. Coach A going to talk with Schreiber and company. Carter Hayden was on deck, and it now looks like it'll be Henry Shooter who will take his place.
Okay, here we go. Austin. There, ready. Let's go. Let's go, Sarge. Base hit, baby.
Runner on, 1 out. Tying run at the plate in James Scott. Sarge with a favorable count takes for 3-0. So he has built himself a nice cushion.
Got to be really smart here. Coach A may have the take on all the way, but if not, it needs to be right in his zone before he tees off.
There it is. I believe the take was on, and there's a 3-1. And this one down in the dirt and walks.
All right, we got 2 on, so the tying run is on first. The leading run is at the plate in the form of Henry Shooter. Shooter 3 for 6 on the year. This is his 11th plate appearance. 1 single, 2 home runs, 6 RBI, 2 runs scored, and 2 walks. Henry's got to stay within himself and don't swing for the fences here to make it a 3rd home run. Let's just get some more runners. Sometimes when you go for the fences, you end up popping out or grounding out. Let's just get on.
It's Martinez. Wind up, Pitch, skips across, pass ball. Everybody advancing, the throw to third.
That is huge. That's a
It's
huge
not
pass
in
ball
time.
or a wild pitch, because now the tying run is in scoring position, so a base hit should score.
That's exactly right.
And you got to think with speed out on the bases with Sarge, he's our fastest guy out there at second base.
Tying run at second.
Coach A would certainly be tempted to send him on any normal single and force the action. Although you do have a hot hitter in Drew Anderson on base. Drew already 2 for 3 today with a single and a triple.
1-0 count for Henry Shooter. That's in there for strike one. 1 out, 2 runners in scoring position. They are the tying runs. Specifically the tying run being at second. And the Sarge, there's strike two for Henry Shooter. The 1-2 offering. Check swing. And that's ball two. I was a little dangerous for my liking, but it's a little close. 2-2 count. And Martinez from the windup.
That makes it full.
It does indeed.
Full count, only 1 out though, so I wouldn't expect the runners to be in motion by any stretch of the imagination here.
No. And time called here by the catcher.
Del Valle's playing the infield back, so they're willing to exchange the out for the run.
Payoff pitch. Swung on and missed by Henry Shooter. And that's 2 away, and brings, though, like you said, perhaps the hottest bat of the evening here tonight in Drew Anderson.
Anderson again 2 for 3. Javi Godinez is on deck. There is a base open, but there's also 2 outs.
Two away. And Martinez misses. 1-0 count for Drew Anderson. And it hits Drew Anderson. So the bases are loaded for Javi Godinez.
All right, that's a very good predicament for us. Tying runs on second. Leading run is on first. Javi Godinez is up. Patrick Bird is on deck. Godinez 0 for 2 this evening. He was hit by a pitch in the third. Has not scored a run yet. Tying run in scoring position with a normal base hit. And you got to believe now with 2 outs, the runner's going to get a good jump.
Strike one to Javi Godinez.
And Coach A was probably going to make Del Valle make a play if we can't get that base hit.
Let's go, Chi. You got it, Javi. Come on, Javi.
0-1 count. Martinez, the windup.
Everybody's running. Everybody got to run.
This is back towards the wall, and it's not caught. It's not caught. Godinez rounding second, and Godinez will slide in, and the Maroons have tied it. Godinez with a triple to tie this one at 4 apiece.
That is his 4th triple of this season, which is just an incredible number if you think about it.
Excuse me, it should give them the lead.
Yes, that's true, because it's a bases-clearing triple.
Bases-clearing triple.
That is his 10th RBI to tie both Scott and Contreras for the team lead in RBI.
I lost count for a hot second and, thought, well, we only tied it. No, Austin High takes a lead with that triple.
Yeah, I take that back. Contreras and Godinez now have the lead with 10. Scott is 3rd now in RBIs with 9. Let's go Patrick Bird. Oh,
Bird fouls this off.
He said hello to the softball girls over there, too, because he drove that one about 380 feet foul. Line drive.
Godinez in scoring position. He can add to this lead.
And Javi's got to be smart over there. Anything off to the side of the catcher, you may want to try to take this bag as well.
It was in motion. That's strike 3. Down goes Bird looking, and now we're going to get a bottom of the 7th. And it is a big one for the Maroons. We'll see who they send out. But it's a 5-4 lead when we come back. You're watching Maroon Baseball here on the Vipe Live Network.
Hi, I'm Jenny Covert. Welcome to Covert Chevrolet in beautiful Bastrop, Texas, where small town values drive big time savings. At Covert Bastrop, we understand what matters to you most.
Logan
A
Kenny
good
will
deal,
get the save opportunity.
great service, and dealing with people you trust. What matters to you matters to us. Rooted in family values since 1909, the Coverts have been serving Central Texas for 6 generations. We want to be your car dealer. Let us prove it. Covert Chevrolet, Highway 71 in Bastrop. Together, let's drive. CovertBastrop.com.
At Horizon Bank, we're from here. With over 100 years of experience serving Central Texas customers and headquartered right here in downtown Austin, we're proud to support our community and the athletes who keep it strong. Stop by any of our Austin and Central Texas locations and see how we can help you meet your goals. We'd love to meet you. Or you can visit us on the web at horizonbank.com.
Welcome back in, Maroon fans. David Roy, James Scott here in the broadcast booth. Austin High rattles off 3. And the top of the 7th, and it gives them a 5-4 lead. And your closer here tonight from Del Valle for the Maroons is Logan Kenny, and he will get a save opportunity here tonight.
Logan Kenny pitched in 4 1/3 innings so far. He started 2 games, faced 30 hitters. He's 0-2 on the season. No saves. This is his first save opportunity. Given up 12 hits, 11 runs, 7 of which are earned, 4 walks and 3 strikeouts. Other defensive changes, Carter Hayden goes to second base. Patrick Bird moves from second to third as Javi Godinez slides from third to short as Logan Kenny, as David Roy said, now takes the mound, needing 3 outs for the Maroons to secure our first victory in district play this year.
Big opportunity and a bigger moment here for Logan Kenny.
4, 5, and 6 for Del Valle. Acosta, he's 0 for 3. He struck out and grounded to first and to short. So 0 for 3 on the evening.
And he'll start with getting this one to be fouled off. for strike one. So that'll put Kenny ahead as we turn our attention to Mr. Logan Kenny, and he comes back, just missed the zone, ball one. The 1-1 count, low and away. And that'll go for ball two. So 2-1, Kenny. This one gets fouled off. Evens up the count at 2 apiece. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And puts this one low, so we got a full count. Here's a payoff pitch, Logan Kenny. This one gets through, it's a base hit. And Del Valle puts one aboard. That's the tying run at first now.
Rodriguez up. Javier Rodriguez playing left field. 0 for 1.
And we'll have a courtesy runner.
Pinch running, number 9, Agustin de la Puente.
De la Puente, the pitch runner. Rodriguez struck out last time up.
And Kenny misses the zone there, ball one. Bunt laid down. Fouled off.
All right, Logan. Let's go, Logan. You ready, defense? Let's go, Logan.
So a 1-1 count here. Logan Kenny taking his time. I said earlier that Bird was at short. It is Bird at third, rather, and Godinez at short. Bunt laid down, picked up, and Kenny flips it over to first. Tag is made. Runner will advance to second.
Smart play by Kenny, getting the sure out. I'm not sure why he threw it to Schreiber up the line, but it all worked out.
He looked to second first before he thought better of it and turned and made the quick toss to Schreiber, and Schreiber makes the tag in the base path. And that's one away here with a runner in scoring position, the tying run, in fact. But Kenny comes back, finds strike one. So an 0-1 count. Contreras had to lean way out there. That's ball one. This one fouled off. Skips its way down the first base side. And it'll be a 1-2 count. This one downstairs. comes in underneath the zone, and it'll be a 2-2 count. Tying run still in scoring position. 1 away. Maroons lead 5-4. This one gets through. And Godinez trying to make the throw to first. It's not in time.
Here comes the runs home.
And
held
he
up.
will back his way up.
Yeah, he didn't get a good read. Runner at third did not get a good read, thank goodness. That puts us in a first and third scenario. So we need to be smart with how we handle this defensively. That easily could have tied the game on a little bit better base running by Del Valle.
Godinez's throw to Schreiber was a bit behind, pulled Schreiber off the path, or off the bag just slightly. And Schreiber dropped it for a hot second, able to scoop it back up. And a missed opportunity by Del Valle to tie this game. And the throw gets through! The tying run will score! Contreras popped up, saw the runner taken for second, tried to make a play, and instead it skips into the outfield and allows a tying run to score from third.
We weren't on the same page with the defensive positioning.
That's right.
Contreras threw it down there like he expected somebody to cut the throw off behind the mound in front of the bag at second, and nobody was there.
So 1 away, and now the winning run is at third. Ball 1 here for Logan Kenny with 1 out. And the windup, this skips. That'll get through, and Del Valle will sweep Austin High.
Austin High 5. What a game.
Gut-wrenching.
Del Valle comes away with the win in the bottom of the 7th. They put it right back up the center, and it skips past the mound and into the outfield and allowed the game-winning run to score from third.
Everybody have a good night. Good spring break.
Absolutely gut-wrenching. We faced 4 batters. 3 of the 4 got on with a single. And could not close out the ball game. Very, very disappointing. And nobody more disappointed than Coach A and the Austin High Maroons.
That's exactly right.
We have Austin High with 5 runs on 6 hits. I believe our error count is off. Del Valle with 6 runs on 8 hits and 3 errors. Logan Kenny is going to take the loss. Worked a third of an inning, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned that I see here. Walked nobody, struck out nobody. And David Roy, I'm mostly at loss for words. This is a series that the Maroons needed to win. At least come out of here with a split. And it's the worst case scenario where we go down in district play 0-2, going into a very tough Dripping Springs team Monday and Tuesday of this next week.
The surprise, I think, too, comes in when you look at last season, and you can correct me on even the season before, but certainly last season, this is a series that Austin High owned. I mean, this is a series that the Maroons swept a season ago, I mean, we talked about earlier, kind of as we were setting up last time we were out here on this field. You know, last year, this game was not close when we were out here last year. Austin High had this in full control, and then come back tonight. Clearly, this is a different Del Valle team, and you know you have to tip your cap to the performance from Del Valle, especially throughout the course of this game. You know, at one point Austin High goes up 2-0, and okay, it looks like Austin High going to be Austin High again in this game on the road. Del Valle answers, ties it in the bottom of the fourth, then takes a lead bottom of the sixth. Austin High in danger. Then Austin High has that big top of the seventh inning, scores 3, takes a 1-run lead, and everything looks good to go to that as well. And then just to get into the bottom of the seventh, you have the struggle there. I'm being told to add to everything, Dripping Springs, who Austin High will play Monday, Tuesday next week, won over Aikens tonight, 10-0 in 5. And so that is what Austin High is getting set to face next week. They're only going to have Saturday, Sunday to rest before they take the road trip down to Dripping Springs on Monday. First pitch for that game is scheduled to start at 6 o'clock. And then on Tuesday, as part of spring break, they'll return to Burger Field. And that start time set for 7:30. But you talk about it, and in this context, there's not necessarily one specific thing you can point to. It's really easy to point, well, bottom of the seventh. But there's an accumulation here of runs that took place and an accumulation of some misplayed moments and some absolutely fantastic plays. Drew Anderson gets upended in left field and holds on to record an out. Logan Kenny, bless his soul, making a throw from a seated position to first base to get you out of an inning.
Yeah. I mean, we had some great plays. We had the double play in the first inning when we had the bases loaded. Yeah, a very unconventional double play, fly out to center, and a cut. What was that to? I think Schreiber.
8-6-2, yeah.
Or it was Kenny. Yeah, 8-6-2 double play. Man, we just. I don't know. I'm speechless.
You know, it's there's only so much you can say about it, and unfortunately, it's a gut-wrenching loss, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And now the attention just turns to make playoffs. You're going to have to recoup this series somewhere in the remainder of district play. And when you look at it through that lens, there's a series coming up on a short weekend. You're not having nearly as much time to prepare as you normally would coming off a Friday game, and you're opening the series on the road at Dripping Springs, who's currently playing hot right now. Can you, though, come away with an upset? And we'll turn our attention to that come Monday out there at Dripping Springs. As you know, spring break started today, and certainly I think Austin High would have liked taking the win into the weekend to enjoy it. And unfortunately not quite the case. You look at the rest of the schedule, you have Dripping Springs, and you follow that up a week later with Westlake. So it does not get very easy going down that route. Then you have the stretch against Aikens to open up April. Certainly a winnable series in that regard. Then you have a bye, a little bit of a bye week there, so to speak, or a night off. They'll play San Marcos, and then you'll go into the series against Bowie, and then you'll end the season in the series against Lake Travis.
Well, there's just nothing you can do about this tonight. We've just got to go home. If we want to wallow for the evening, wallow, and then get back up tomorrow and get back to working at it. And we've got a very tough, probably one of the toughest teams in the state in Dripping Springs Monday, Tuesday. The team that I have picked to win state. Forget their tournament record, folks. They were just playing people wherever they needed to. They played Aiken. He's run-ruled them twice this week, which is what they should do. That's what good teams do. So we got to come back out on Monday. It's a 6 p.m. start at Dripping Springs, playing a little early, which is probably a good thing. But if you come out to watch that game, it's going to be a lot of traffic getting out there. Everybody be careful. But, we just have to flush this one. There's a bunch of disappointed Maroons over there.
And you look at it. I mean, you look at the numbers, right? I mean, you still have 5 series left in district play this season, plus a non-district game at San Marcos later in the year. That one in early to mid-April. We'll see. Austin High is right now doing probably a little bit of soul searching. You're going to have to find some answers to this performance, and you're going to have to find them fast because Dripping Springs is just around the corner, and they are, like you said, you picked them to win the state, and they are probably one of the hottest teams in the district right now. So that will do it for us on behalf of our entire broadcast crew. Of course, a big thanks to Randy Fry, our quality assistant, helping out from behind the scenes. And, of course, on behalf of my broadcast partner, James Scott, I'm David Roy saying so long here from Del Valle. The Cardinals get the win 6-5 here at home, and they will sweep the series against the Maroons. First pitch Monday night at Dripping Springs starts at 6. You're watching Maroon Baseball on the Vibe Live Network. We'll be back on Monday. See you then.